welcome to this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies. Well, this episode is going to build on the episode that we just had, which was the knee bar, and we introduced the concept of a toe hold. Now, the toe hold's pretty simple to do, but at the same time, you know, it's illegal in, you know, most tournaments until at least you get to brown belt or black belt, especially if you're in the gi. That being said, I always think it's good to know what danger that you might find yourself in, at the very least to be on the lookout for, you know, keeping yourself safe. But it's pretty simple. Let's check it out. Okay, let's break it down. You could do the toe hold from a variety of places, but this is a simple toe hold. I am going to, if my opponent has their knees up, that's great. If not, I'm going to insert a leg right behind my opponent's leg. We actually call this backstopping because, you know, they just can't go press their leg back any further. It's kind of stuck. The next thing I'm going to do is really pressing their leg, you know, in my leg onto the side of their leg. That also doesn't create a lot of space. There's just no way for them to grab this leg. So what I'm going to be doing, if this was their foot, there would be, you know, big toe going all the way down to the pinky toe. I'm going to be over grabbing the top of their foot, and I'm going to be reaching behind, and I'm going to be figure four gripping my own wrist. We call that, well, figure four grip. So the last thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be figure four gripping, and I'm going to be pointing the toe slowly towards the inside line, and that's rotating the ankle, causing a lot of strain on it. Again, they may have their legs up, or I may just grab it and insert my leg, grabbing the top of their foot, reaching over and grabbing my own wrist in what we call figure four grip, then starting to really turn their foot towards the inside line. Now, it's a pretty simple move, but there's a few mistakes you could make. You want to make sure that you trap their leg. If anything is ever perceived to be a threat, people are going to try to roll out. And so, you know, reducing as much space between myself and my opponent is always really important. So that's important. If this is a real big person and I have pretty small arms, I also think that's a mistake for me to just try to move their leg with my little arms. What I want to do is grab their foot, but then I really want to tighten it to my torso, and then ideally I'm moving their leg with my whole torso. And this is the most serious mistake I think people might make when they're doing toe holds or foot locks and that kind of thing, is trying to, you know, do it too fast. Especially when your partner is willingly giving you a leg so that you can try it, to, you know, try out this move. You do not want to hurt your opponents, because at the very least, they're not going to want to practice with you again. Now, if you've got a dummy, you can practice all you want, make all the mistakes you want, but if you were lucky enough to have a real partner, I would say learn the position kind of very slowly, you know, check it out, but do not ever, you know, try to rush getting a submission with anything that's related to the legs, the knees, that kind of thing. And there's the reason, as I was mentioning, that if you're a brown belt or black belt, you could do a toe hold or a knee bar, but they really don't want lower belts than that to try these moves. A toe hold is a leg lock that attacks your ankle. You could get a ligament sprain. You could rupture ligaments. You could dislocate an ankle. Obviously, it's an easy move to do, but it also, you know, is rife where areas of things go wrong. So, as I mentioned, if you've got a dummy, then you know, feel free to try it out. If you're actually working with a real person, go super slow. And we'll be covering another toe hold in the next video. But in the meantime, thank you again for joining me for this episode of Jiu Jitsu for Dummies.